Did you know that the stars might be influencing every decision you make? Think about it for a moment. Every choice, every feeling, every desire you have. Could they really be guided by celestial bodies millions of miles away? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most debated topics of all time, astrology. Some people swear by it, saying it holds the secrets to their destiny. Others dismiss it entirely, labeling it as nothing more than pseudoscience. But what if the truth lies somewhere in between? Your thoughts aren't just words in your mind. They're blueprints. They shape everything you see and experience. And astrology? Well, it claims to be the map. A map that reveals where you've been, where you're going, and perhaps even why you're here. The scientific community has long considered astrology to be a pseudoscience, a belief system, a comforting illusion. They argue that astrology lacks empirical evidence, no controlled studies, no peer-reviewed journals, nothing that can be measured or quantified. But then, why is it that millions continue to find solace in their horoscopes? Why do people find meaning in planetary alignments? Perhaps it isn't about science at all. Maybe it's about something deeper, our need for connection, our desire to feel that the universe cares about us in some way. Astrology offers that comfort. It provides a sense of order in what often feels like a chaotic world. This is knowledge most people will never discover, until now. Imagine if there was more to it. A secret that scientists haven't yet uncovered. A connection between our universe and the intricate emotions of the human heart. Some say that astrology provides a metaphorical language to understand our lives. It's less about predicting specific events and more about understanding our tendencies, our patterns, our inner emotional weather. Many people will live their entire lives dismissing astrology, never taking a moment to consider if there is more. But here you are, ready to understand what others ignore, to look beyond the obvious. Perhaps astrology isn't about proving or disproving. Perhaps it's about interpreting, about exploring the layers of ourselves through a cosmic lens. Have you ever made a big decision based on a horoscope? Perhaps you've chosen a career, or maybe you've walked away from a relationship because your birth chart told you it wasn't the right fit. Maybe it provided that extra nudge, that push in a direction you already sensed was right for you. Does this empower you? Or does it limit you? Astrology, at its core, is a tool. And like any tool, its power depends on how it's used. If you treat it as a guide, something to help illuminate possible paths, it can be empowering. It can help you understand yourself, navigate difficult times, and make decisions with more clarity. But if you let astrology dictate your life, it can become a crutch. A way to avoid taking responsibility for your choices. Close your eyes for a second. Think about a moment when you used astrology as a guide. Was it liberating? Did it give you a sense of purpose and direction? Or was there a tiny part of you that hesitated, wondering if it was the right choice? Your beliefs are like the operating system of your life. Upgrade them, and everything changes. If you allow astrology to determine every move, it might feel like handing over your life's operating system to the stars. Some people find that comforting, but for others, it feels restricting. Think of astrology as a mirror. It reflects back at you parts of yourself that you might not otherwise see. But it's still just a reflection. It's not the real you. Imagine driving a car. Astrology can be like the GPS, it can help you navigate, suggest routes, point out potential hazards. But you're still the one in the driver's seat. Astrology has become a lucrative industry. Apps, websites, personal readings. It's an empire now. Is this because astrology has genuine value? Or is it simply taking advantage of people's longing for answers? It's fascinating. In the past, astrology was sacred, almost like a mystical rite. Ancient astrologers were respected figures, advisors to kings and queens, individuals who held the secrets of the cosmos. Now, it's a swipe away on your smartphone, packaged into neat little daily horoscopes. Has this commercialization robbed astrology of its depth? Has it become a product, rather than a practice? The answer depends on how you use it. If you're just skimming the surface, reading a quick horoscope for entertainment, then yes, perhaps it's lost some of its depth. But for those willing to go deeper, to understand the complexities of their birth chart, to explore the interactions of planets and signs, astrology remains as rich and profound as ever. Here's something to try: look beyond the horoscope apps for a moment. Take a minute each day to step outside and watch the stars. Feel the connection. Understand that they represent a part of the universe's vast tapestry. They're not just there for decoration, they are powerful symbols of the vastness of existence. Instead of just reading your daily horoscope, dive into your natal chart. Learn about the different houses, the planets, and what they represent. Discover the nuances of your astrological profile, the aspects, the transits, the progressions. This isn't just about astrology. It's about you realizing that the world is much bigger than your daily challenges. This isn't just daydreaming, it's aligning your mind with your goals. Many people find comfort in astrology. When life feels chaotic, reading a horoscope can provide clarity. But there's a danger too. What if you rely too heavily on astrological predictions? Could it lead to a sense of helplessness? A belief that you have no control over your destiny? Have you ever felt anxious after reading a negative prediction? Or maybe even afraid of what might come next? The risk is in allowing astrology to become fatalistic. To believe that the stars have determined your fate and there's nothing you can do about it. But astrology can also be a source of empowerment. It can help you understand your strengths, your challenges, your unique gifts. It can help you make sense of the ebbs and flows of your life, give you insight into why certain times are more challenging than others, and help you prepare for what's ahead. Think about it. Is astrology helping you understand yourself? Or is it trapping you in a cycle of fear? Astrology can empower. It can provide insight, clarity, and a sense of direction. But astrology can also confine. It can create a box that restricts your choices based on something that you may not fully understand. Astrology can offer a map, but you are the one who chooses the route. It can highlight challenges, but you are the one who must face them. It can point out opportunities, but you are the one who must seize them. Then there's the question of stereotypes. Are we really defined by the date we were born? Think of all the times you've heard someone say, "Oh, you're a Leo, you must love attention," or "You're a Virgo, you must be so meticulous." These labels can be fun. They can even be useful. They can help us understand general tendencies, give us insight into ourselves and others. But do they create boundaries that prevent us from truly understanding each other? Are we allowing these signs to dictate how we see others? Are we missing the complexity of each individual, reducing them to their zodiac traits? Each person is a unique combination of all the signs, all the planets, all the aspects. No one is just a Leo, or just a Virgo. We're all a blend of influences, a complex and beautiful mix of energies. The connection between astrology and religion has always been fraught with tension. Some religions outright reject astrology. They say it's incompatible with their teachings. They argue that astrology leads people away from faith, that it encourages a belief in fate rather than divine will. But throughout history, people have combined spiritual belief with astrological insight. In ancient cultures, astrology and spirituality were often intertwined. The stars were seen as divine messengers, the movements of the planets as reflections of the divine order. Why do you think that is? Is it possible that astrology speaks to a part of us that religion doesn't fully address? A part that longs for a connection to the cosmos, that seeks to understand our place in the universe? Or perhaps the two can coexist. Perhaps astrology can provide insight into the human condition, while religion offers a path to spiritual salvation. Ask yourself, how does astrology fit into your belief system? Have you ever felt a conflict between what you believe religiously and what you feel drawn to astrologically? Can the two coexist in your life, or do they feel like opposing forces? Astrology has found a new home in the digital era. On platforms like TikTok and Instagram, it has exploded in popularity. Is this a good thing? Is the transformation of astrology into memes and quick videos taking away its richness? Or is it making it accessible to a new generation? Maybe it's both. The depth of astrology, the intricate birth charts, the detailed planetary transits, isn't something that can be fully explained in a 30-second clip. But these clips can spark curiosity. They can introduce people to concepts they might not have otherwise encountered. Astrology has always evolved with the times. And now, in the digital age, it's evolving again. One of the biggest debates is this: does astrology take away our free will? If the stars dictate our fate, then are we just puppets following cosmic strings? Or does astrology simply provide a guide, a suggestion of where things could go, leaving the ultimate decision to us? Astrology is not about destiny. It's about potential. It's about understanding the energies at play, so you can make informed choices. Your beliefs shape your reality. But your actions, those are what bring your beliefs to life. Think of astrology as a weather forecast. It can tell you it's going to rain, but it's still your choice whether you bring an umbrella or dance in the rain. The forecast doesn't control you. It informs you. It helps you prepare, helps you make choices that are in alignment with the conditions around you. Astrologers provide advice that can shape people's lives. But what happens when that advice isn't ethical? What happens if someone takes a prediction too seriously and makes a life-altering decision? Is it the astrologer's responsibility to ensure they provide guidance in a balanced, thoughtful way? Or should individuals take full responsibility for their actions, regardless of astrological counsel? Astrology is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used responsibly or irresponsibly. Some people use astrology to determine compatibility in love and friendship. It can be comforting to think that the stars align in a way that blesses a relationship. That there's a cosmic reason why you and your partner are meant to be. But could it also be harmful? Could it make us end connections prematurely because we believe a sign isn't compatible with ours? Does the knowledge of someone's sign change how you treat them? Astrology can provide insight into relationship dynamics, but it shouldn't be used to limit or define a relationship. People are more than their sun sign. Relationships are more than their astrological compatibility. Ultimately, astrology is a lens through which we can view our lives. But it's just one lens. We need to be careful not to let it be the only one. Do you let astrology guide you? Do you dismiss it? Or do you, like many, find yourself somewhere in the middle? Leave a comment and let me know. Your insights might just help someone else reflect on their journey. And if you found this discussion interesting, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We have a lot more to explore. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.